You just graduated basic training? Now what? Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Drill Sergeant French, and yes, it's a new background, but it's the same great content. So in today's episode, I'm going to be going over what to expect in AIT, Advanced Individual Training, during the pandemic, and what to expect post-pandemic, right now. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations on passing basic training and graduating. I'm sorry that during these COVID times, you didn't get to have your family there. That's a huge moment that you missed, and I apologize for that, and I really wish you had that moment because it's huge, and it's an amazing moment, and it's one that you write in your hat. Hey, 52 and a wake up. Now it's just kind of like, well, now I'm at AIT. So what is Advanced Individual Training? Advanced Individual Training, or your AIT, is your school that you go to for your MOS, to do your job, to learn how to do that job. Now this can be a very short MOS, it could be a very long MOS, all depicted on the one that you choose. But it's not college. It's not high school either. Hell no. So today I'm going to cover a few things that you can expect and what you need to prepare for before you get to AIT. That's my lane. All right, the first thing I'm going to cover is phases. Now, you all remember red phase, white phase, the magical blue phase. Well, now you're on to phase 4, which, yeah, red, white, blue. Once you arrive at AIT, you'll be what's called a phase 4. You'll have a phase 4 badge, and eventually, after a few weeks and doing a phase up process, you'll get phased up to something of phase 5. And eventually, if you stay there long enough and you hit a certain amount of time in, and again, take on the challenge to become phased up, you'll become phase 5 plus. So all these phases are phases that you can do while you're in AIT, and all of them come with privileges. As you arrive at AIT, you're at phase 4. You're not going to be able to leave post. You're not going to be able to go to the mall. You're not going to be able to do none of that. You're not going to be able to have your civilian clothes. You're not going to be able to have any of that stuff. Can you have your phone? Yes. Could you have your laptop? Yeah, sure. But as a phase 4, you have limitations. As you move up to phase 5, some of these things are going to go away. You're going to be allowed to have civilian clothes. You're going to be allowed to sign out to go to the PX during the week. You're going to be able to sign out and go to a few locations that all depict on what base you're on and what battalion you're under. As you move up to a phase 5 plus, you'll have the ability to go off post. Now, during COVID times, we're not allowing anybody off post. That's our battalion. That could be changing throughout their AITs. So as a phase 5 plus, during COVID, you may not have the ability to go off post. But when COVID passed, as a phase 5 plus, you have the ability to go off post. From this time to this time, you have the ability to go off post. As we're up here at Fort Meade, our soldiers can go to DC or Baltimore after COVID. Now on to the hours and the structures of the duty days. It's all going to be depicted on what duty station you're at. Some AITs run cycle shifts, where some will go to class this time, some will go to class this time, some will do PT here, some will do PT here. Others are super structured. We do PT at 6:30, class ends at 1700. Super simple, yeah? PT doesn't change, PT's gonna happen. Ain't damn thing changed since basic training. PT stayed the same. Now on to the barracks room. No, you're not gonna have your own personal room. I'll tell you that right now. Get it out of your head. What you're gonna have is a barracks room that can hold 2 to 4 soldiers. But it all depends on your MOS. Some AITs have bays. Some AITs have a 2 to 4 person room. Most of these rooms will have a shower in them. Some of them won't. So all of these things are gonna vary. But I'm just warming you up to the idea of what to expect while in AIT. Now, if you come from basic training and you have dependents, you have a spouse, children, anything of that matter, and you have that on your orders, when you arrive to your AIT, you can get a housing packet started. And when you phase up to that phase 5 plus, you might be able to move into a house with your family. With that housing packet, you're going to turn that into your drill sergeant. Depending on how long your AIT is, you could possibly move your family on post with you and live with them after you become that phase 5 plus. On to the next thing, drill sergeants. You didn't leave them in basic. Still here. As you see in front of you, I'm an AIT drill sergeant. There are drill sergeants in AIT. And a damn thing gonna change when you move up and graduate BCT and get into the AIT lane. All right, for my next topic, school. And your MOS is the most important thing. No one cares about these phase badges. No one cares. You came here to graduate. That is your purpose. I don't care if you didn't phase up. I don't care if it's a big ordeal and because this person did this and you didn't make the time up. I don't care. Your goal is to graduate. And yes, you will be phased down if your academics don't match and your academics fall to a certain point. Best believe, GPA is big. On to the next topic, I'm going to talk about orders. This is the greatest part of AIT. As you're in your AIT and training for your MOS, you're waiting on that assignment. Where are you going to go? Could it be Fort Hood? Could it be Hawaii? Maybe it could be Fort Polk. I don't know. As you wait in AIT, you're waiting on your orders. It comes about 30 to 45 days before your projected graduation date. Now, it could be shorter as you get to these shorter MOSs. It could be something that comes in the last few weeks, right before you leave. But as you wait for these orders, you can go on and check a previous episode that I've had and check and see the ask button or check your ERB and see where you're going. Your assignment will pop on there. Hopefully it's something nice, yeah? The next topic I want to talk about is promotions. Not only are you going to hit your automatic promotion from PVT to PV2 in 6 months and from PV2 to PFC in 1 year, those are automatic. Now, during my time as an AIT drill sergeant, we have provided promotion waivers for soldiers. Yeah, we'll waive you from PVT to PV2. We'll waive you from PV2 to PFC. And just recently, we've waived the PFC to specialist because you're doing these little things. Now, what are those things? You're taking on these positions of platoon sergeant, or being a squad leader, being student first, excelling in PT, distinguished honor graduate. Some of these things that you don't think matter might get you promoted earlier. So pay attention, take on these additional duties and these roles while you're in AIT. Don't think they matter? Oh yeah, they matter. On to the last thing that I'm going to talk about is some of the additional things that you can get out of AIT. You didn't sign your contract for Airborne? Now you want it? Airborne's a possibility in AIT. As long as you go and get the physical done, we can get you to Airborne School. Now, as during these COVID timelines right now, Airborne School is currently backed up and not allowing a lot of people to go through. But it is a possibility still. Another addition to that is when you go to Airborne School, you can volunteer to go to RASP. If you want to go to Ranger Selection Program, you can go to RASP. It doesn't even have to be in your contract. Go to Airborne School, volunteer for RASP at Airborne School, onto your tan beret. Another option is HRAP, Hometown Recruiting Assistance Program. Now that's a program where you, when you graduate AIT, you can go back to your recruiting station that recruited you, those fine individuals, those fine recruiters, and you go back for them and help them recruit. That you were that future soldier doing like 11 push-ups. Thought you were tough though, yeah. They were good though. They were terrible push-ups. HRAP is a possibility for you. Now, during COVID, some battalions are not offering Airborne and or HRAP. So as these programs get turned back on, because COVID stopped them, these are things that you can expect and you can try hard for. But not everybody can get HRAP. There's a certain requirement, depending on your battalion and the AIT you go to, that makes those requirements that you have to get. If you're a soldier that's not on time, doing the wrong thing, getting counselings, getting UCMJ, nah, you ain't getting HRAP, Airborne, none of it. So today, I talked about a bunch of things that you can expect while at AIT, Advanced Individual Training, right after you graduate basic training. And as you can see, a lot of these things, you do great, you'll get great things. You go into basic training with a mindset and you attack AIT with that mindset, you could be looking at promotion waivers. You could be looking at Airborne School, possibly Ranger School. And all of these things in today's video is going to set you up for success to be ahead of your peers right when you step out of basic training and step foot onto that CTA on your new AIT. And today, that's the drill. All right, thanks for watching the episode. If you liked the video, share it. Get it out to some of your soldiers. Get it out to some of these future soldiers coming into the military. Share the wealth. Hit that like button. Comment. Let me hear from you. And guess what? You know what it is. Dominate the day.